Today we have an experimental video with the Neon from Loft Discs. For those of you who don't know what the Neon is, it is a unique disc designed to be the perfect overstable approach disc. With low speed, low glide, and moderate overstability, it's built for accuracy and consistency. At least, that's what Loft claims. Its design is this extreme puddle top, but today, I'm gonna try to be reversing that. I have a plan to go from puddle top to dome, but first, we gotta go throw this thing and see how it flies before we modify it. It has an interesting flight because on hyzer it's super overstable and torque resistant, but I feel like when I put it on any sort of anhyzer, it does get to flat and start coming out, but it almost just drops. The flex with the forehand, it starts on the ante, it works out of it, but then it just drops out of the air. No glide at all on this disc. I don't know if we can fix that or if we'll make it worse. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was absolutely miserable. It is so cold out there, but let me show you the setup to see if we can reverse this reverse dome. To make a puddle top domey. Here's the setup that we have. We're gonna boil the water in this big pot. We're gonna place the disc on the grate, and then we'll probably have to fill up this bowl, put some weight on the top of it, push that puddle top down, making it into a dome. And then hopefully what we're left with, I don't think we're gonna be able to get this dome all the way out, but if we can just pop it up, we'll have kind of a thumb track groove, more like a Berg. I have no idea if this is going to work. Let me know down in the comments if you think it'll work and if you think the flight will be any different when we're done. Looks like it's getting relatively hot, so I'm gonna just start the process and maybe some of that steam will start to allow us to push that dome in. How long is this gonna take? I have no idea. When you leave your discs in the car, they get kind of gummy just by being in the car. So I can't imagine this has to get all that hot. This to me just looks so hilarious. I'm gonna keep that on there for quite a while, get that disc nice and hot. That way we have a dome afterward and we don't have to redo it. What I'm gonna do now is when I take it off there, I'm gonna set it on this bowl and keep kind of the weight and pressure on it. That way it can cool and stay domey. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Put some pressure on it again. Kind of wanna make sure I get it centered over that so that we don't have like a bad looking dome. Soon enough, we're gonna see if it worked out. Moment of truth. Here we go. To see if it worked. Oh gosh, there's no shot. Oh, yes. I don't know if it's actually gonna stay like that though. There it is. No more puddle top. This is actually sick, and I think I did the bowl thing like perfect because this is such a thumb groove now. Oh my gosh. Guys, I kid you not, I could not have drawn this up any better. Like this is perfect, exactly what I had in my mind. It's got a heartbeat and it's staying. Like you can see if I push it down, you can tell it, yeah, it wants to pop right back up. This is just kind of awesome, to be honest with you. So now I know that works. I've never tried this. This is the first time I've ever tried something like this. But in a future video, I feel like I'm gonna take like a driver, say a nuke, and I'm gonna make one puddle top and one very pop top and see how they fly compared to each other. But this is awesome. We have to go out to the field and try this and see how it flies, if there's any difference. I gotta say, in my opinion, it feels 10 times better. All right, let's go see how it flies. My first throw out in the field, I really didn't notice any difference. It was still ultra beefy. I had felt like it looked just like the previous one before we did the modification. But things started to change on my second throw when I was throwing the forehand flex. You can see it actually work out of the flex, whereas before it would just drop out of the sky once it got to flat. Well, now it actually wants to hyzer and fade at the end. And I thought maybe it was just the forehand, but it was also the backhand. Pretty much the same thing. It wanted to fight out of the anhyzer really hard and continue to fade. Whereas before, it just dropped out of the sky. These next two shots, I was really trying to throw them as hard as I can, and I swear they only went about 220 feet minus the slide on the concrete. At first, I didn't think we were gonna see any change, but when I tried to flex it, every time it would fight out of it And I thought that was so interesting compared to when it was completely puddle top, it just wanted to fall. My final conclusion is I feel like I gave it like 0.5 more glide and then just made it more overstable. I don't know how that works. If you guys see anything else from what I said, let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.